All right, so the purpose of this slideshow and this presentation, which will be brief, excuse me, I'm excited, is to create a force multiplier situation for your club. Okay, so a force multiplier basically is taking what you know and of course expanding it throughout your club. In this regard, this is going to be somewhat of a self-reflection in terms of a public image standpoint. So it'll be easier for you to not only talk about Rotary, but to draw membership to your club, okay? And that is why I'm going to point to these three words. Who are you as a Rotarian or as a Rotary Club? Who are you? If somebody was to come and ask who you are as a Rotarian or who is Rotary Club XYZ, what would you tell them? No, don't answer that just yet. If you want to make notes about that, please do. But please understand that if you know who you are, you'll be a lot more comfortable and efficient at telling everybody else who you are, which goes back to membership, okay? How do you Rotary? Okay, how do you Rotary? Of course, the four-way test is a reflection of that, but in action, how do you Rotary? Okay? And lastly, which is something that, I actually asked myself this question once. Why are you a Rotarian? If you have a hard time with these three things, you're gonna have a very hard time drawing new members because they're not gonna believe you. Okay? So, moving forward. Presidents, this is what your public image team is supposed to look like. Now, in my terms, of course, I'm connected to Western Forsyth Rotary Club. I've been their public image chair for a couple of years now. Three elements out of this I want you guys to take with you. That's extremely important. Website and technology, your web designer, right? Who runs your club's website? Social media, okay? And public relations. Now, the reason I left newsletter and photography and video is, quite frankly, your social media chair should be able to somewhat delegate, if not do that on their own. As we all know, artificial intelligence is utilized quite a bit to write things these days. You can type in a couple of ideas and boom, you have it. That's why newsletter in that regard is extremely easy now. Okay, you highlight what your Rotary Club is about, or what is it that you do, what is it that you're representing, and you'll have a newsletter that you can send out to Steve and get it into Piedmont Rotary. Okay, if you guys didn't know we have a newsletter, we have a newsletter. You guys wrong Steve. Dolak. Sorry, Steve. Okay, so yeah, website tech, social media, PR. Those are your three primary. If you want to expand beyond that, that's great. I know smaller clubs, you probably don't need to. But website tech, social media, public relations. All right, those are your three primary. You have to utilize those in some way, shape, or form. Okay? So there is something for you public image peoples, your presidents who have public image and those who do not anyway. There is this thing called a public image boot camp. Okay? And that link, actually, can I click on that link or you got to do it? Okay. But the link was supposed to take you to a Rotary website that has actually our Rotary website, which is Rotary7690.org. There you'll see a public image boot camp, which was given to me by the Zone Public Image Chair, who is now I think he's the communications officer for Rotary International now. Marshall, yes. ElevateRotary.org, exactly. And that's also something that you guys really need to know. But this is on our website, okay? So if you have a public image chair, take them to 7690.org, okay? And we'll have that up for you. And it's a slide presentation. It was given to every district public image chair in Zone 33 and 34. A wealth of information, truly a wealth of information. And of course, when it comes to public image, the foundation of it is branding, obviously, right? And if you guys weren't familiar, Rotary International is extremely particular about how you utilize that logo, okay? So they provide brandcenter.rotary.org if you guys want to copy that down. Brandcenter.rotary.org is extremely easy to use, okay? They have templates ready for you to go, and you can update your logo if you haven't done so already, okay? Going to the next slide. So, District Achievement Awards. I'm guessing you guys are familiar with that by now. So there are 8 categories when it comes to public image, okay? And you'll notice, out of these 8 categories, a lot of these have to do with social media. Go figure. All right, so appoint an public image committee, 2 to 4 members. Again, that is subjective based on the size of your club. Create, maintain a website. Create and maintain a club Facebook page. Publicize Rotary meetings and special events, especially if they're not boring. Submit pictures and articles for possible publication to the P.E.T.S, Rotarian, as I mentioned. Publicize a club service project, membership recruitment. All these things that tie into not only growing your club and your membership, but your public image. It's funny how that works, right? Okay, so plan of action. Now this is pertaining to the social media aspect of your public image, which is extremely important. I'm guessing everybody here has a social media account. Okay, just checking. I don't want to assume. Because you know what, yeah, never mind. Okay, so creating a social media plan. All right, so the benefit of plan, and this came from Rotary International Training for Public Image Chairs. I went through this whole training module, I'm still going through it. It's a lot of information, but it's awesome. So basically what I want you guys to take away from this is communicating consistently, communicating consistently and in a way that feels distinctively like Rotary, okay? This is why I asked you guys to think about how do you Rotary. Okay, again, if you're not able to explain how you do things, people are not going to believe you because you're coming off as salesy, and I don't like to insult you. I'm not an idiot, right? I mean, I'm sure everybody in this court, I'm just saying, you guys are intelligent people. Who likes to be sold to? Who likes to get all those dings on your webpage and things of that nature when you go online and all that stuff? Nobody likes to be sold to, but they like to be, they like communication. Right? They want to be told what it is so you can make a sound decision, make an assessment. Well, this is what being, excuse me, coming back to that. This is what having a social media plan would do, because it's supposed to reflect a consistent message that deals with your respective club. And as a president, obviously you want to be the face of the club. The public image chair is going to reflect that, but honestly, you are the face of the club. Where you guys go to the club, okay? And that's extremely important for public image. All right, going to the next slide. So there's this thing called a project, Rotary Show, it's called Club Project Rotary Showcase. I believe it's on Rotary.org. This is just an example. This is something I made for the Global Grant Group for Jamaica, obviously. And basically what you do, and again, this goes back to the District Achievement Awards, taking what you do in terms of service projects, uploading it, and showing Rotary International that you're about that life, so to say. And you'll get points, and you get kudos and all that good stuff, and right. But more importantly, you're showing people what you're about, okay? Which again draws membership. So some familiar faces up there. So this segment, real quick, is about investing. Now, clearly, we all invest time when it comes to Rotary. I mean, that's primary. You got to spend a lot of time when you're a part of Rotary, especially in a leadership position. But there's also an aspect of it that a lot of us don't talk about because a lot of us aren't necessarily familiar with what I'm about to show you right here. How many of you guys are familiar with Meta Business Suite? Sweet, no pun intended. Awesome. So for those of you who don't know, Meta Business Suite obviously is put out by Meta. It's a Facebook, Instagram situation, so you can utilize this software to schedule posts. You can cross post. You can see the analytics involved in what you're trying to do, the demographic that's reaching your posts and things of that nature. It's extremely good, and I should say a leveraging tool for you as president, and of course for your public image chairs. So I'm going to show you guys just a quick graph real quick of one of the ads, Facebook ads that we ran for our club and the Rotary Roast, Western Forsyth Rotary Roast. We kicked butt this year. So if you notice up there in the green, it says lower than others, right? That was my goal, okay? To get below the average of the amount of clicks that we utilized. We had a $100 budget, all right? Our club pitched in $100, okay? And that lasted us for 31 days. All right, with that, thank you. With that, okay, we had 870 clicks and we reached over 14,000 people, okay? And you can see the post engagements were extremely high. Link clicks, extremely high. it's great. It's a great tool. Again, this is meta related. It's a great tool if you want to utilize money and get a return on investment, which is why I have ROI up there. We made a lot of money off. Well, not we made, but we raised, a lot of money off of this campaign, and of course other instances. We had a PR person going out there, good old Gene Blackloader. But again, this is to show you guys that utilizing just a little bit of money can bring you big rewards. The next one is a post-engagement type of situation, right? So we just get people to like, share, follow, all the good stuff. And Mom.
It's Debbie, stop.
Oh, hey Deb. Anyway, so post engagements. Again, we used $100 over 31 days. Okay, our post engagements were well over 1,500. We reached 13,000 people, over 13,000 people. But more importantly, we spent right around a nickel per post engagement. All right, that's awesome. Again, you want to get return on investment. That's going to make your club more comfortable, and it's going to reflect on the outcome of whatever it is that you're trying to do. We got, I want to say 4 members just from this event. Not to mention we raised over $100,000. Okay, so it's all about how well that you utilize the tools that you have. Okay, and again, I'm available for any of your public interest chairs. Hopefully, we'll have a president-wide and an AG meeting so we can get that going too. I haven't finished my first year yet. So I'm gonna be around for a while. But yeah, again, who are you as a Rotary Club or Rotarian? How do you Rotary, and why in the world are you a Rotarian? Thank you, guys.
Welcome everybody, I'm Ron Pierce, I'm your host, and this is the Weekend Update. So in today's news, we're giving you the info that the Rotarians have decided to have another district conference. Even though New Bern was going to be a credible success, they decided to go for it and do it one more time. So this year, we're going to Harrah's Casino in Cherokee, North Carolina. So, why Cherokee? Well, it's where our age group seems to be found the most. In front of slot machines, sitting on stools. All right, bring this back it up. All right, now that probably was not really a fair joke. I'm sorry about that. But statistically, Rotarians, we are younger now. Well, that's mainly because 3 of the Rotarians who are 90 plus decided to join the Civitans last week. When asked why did they join the Civitans, it was because hotter babes, better pudding. Now, the committee is trying to figure out what is the best name to name this new district conference. And so one of the top that came up was Service Above Self, Buffet Lines Beneath. But we decided that it was just a little bit too much on the nose, and besides, we're doing 4 days of getting together and having a good time and sharing and just really working with each other. So in reality, we all know what the real reason is we wanted to see how many mini muffins we could all sneak into our bags from the buffet. So here, have one. Woo! Get one. There it is. All right. Have one. There we go. All right. Perfect. All right. Now, the actual theme for this conference is going to be entertainment, electrified, and energized. And if you're switching around, it works as well too. And I'm told the excitement is palpable. It's just as palpable as if the Rotarians get a guest speaker who's under 40 years old. Now, the planners of the actual conference are saying that the speakers will not be monotone lecturers that make Ben Stein, Bueller, look like a Tony Robbins Love Fest, but they're actually going to be more like SNL. Like you had walked into the writer's room during the heyday for Wayne's World. All I gotta say is shwing. All right, location people, folks, we're going to Cherokee. And what does this mean? Well, Cherokee is about to be the backdrop for one of the most diverse conferences that we've had in years. Heck of a lot better than what happened in Woodstock in '94, minus the mud, and a lot better music, a whole lot better music. The other thing that we want to think about is that the entertainment, the people who are going to be responsible for that have said that the entertainment is going to be better than what you have seen since MTV started playing music videos. Y'all remember that? When MTV usually stood for music television and not meh TV. So yeah. Now, the other thing that we got to think about is what are we going to do when we're there, and how much fun are we going to have? Well, we're going to party like it's 1999. Just not past 9 p.m. But there's one thing that you got to remember. It's happening next year. And just in case you forgot,
Live from Cherokee, it's District Conference 2025.
hit it, brother. There we go.
Hey! Live from Cherokee, it's District Conference 2025!
And now, for more information about what's going on, Katie Kurt Walker is going to come up here and give us more info. Katie!
Hey guys! What a great group of president-elects and president nominees out there. I am so excited to go to Cherokee. Is anybody else excited?
Yeah.
So here's what we need from these lovely people in this room. First, the best way to get somebody to the district conference next year is to make sure they go this year. So if y'all are not registered to go to New Bern, I need you to register. It's going to be so much fun. Van and Karen have done an amazing job planning. So get yourselves and your club mates over to New Bern this year. If you get people up there this year, you're going to get them there next year. So we need that first. Let's talk about this as early and as often as we can. Go back to your clubs. Say, hey, after New Bern, go ahead and actually, I'll tell you in a minute, but while they're at New Bern, if you aren't going, y'all better sign up and register for District Conference 2025 in Cherokee. The third thing is that we need you guys to build excitement all year long. So keep an announcement every week. Let's talk about it. This is where you have fun as Rotarians and you really get to bond with other people, make new friends all around the district. It's a great experience. Anybody who's been to a district conference will tell you that. You should have some postcards and some magnets that were handed out. I have some extras. Take those to your clubs, pass a few out at meetings. Go ahead and let's start talking about this. We're gonna open district conference registration similar to what they did this year at New Bern District Conference. And we're gonna give away up to 3 free registrations when we open district conference registration. Depends on how many, we have tiers, how many people will sign up, but up to 3 free. So you don't have to be present to win those. We're going to give them away at the end of district conference in New Bern. And so, I mean, it's a great opportunity. Sign up early, and you might get, we're all about gambling. Just kidding. You can do more things than gamble in Cherokee. You saw the video. Great spot. But just sign up early. Encourage your club mates to sign up early. It's going to be a great time. And then Anat could not be here, but he's heading up sponsorships for us, so he wanted me to pass along a few things. We are starting to gather sponsorships for District Conference 2025 as soon as we're finished in New Bern. So if you know a business, or you own a business, or you're part of a business that you think would want some year-long promotion, we are going to promote it at every single district event starting right after New Bern. We're seeking new sponsorships. We have a lot of the same people that do it year after year, and we love those people. My organization is one of them. We are very supportive of this stuff, but let's get some new blood in there, get some new promotion. Every AG is going to have a roll-in sponsorship, so if you have questions or need anything, please reach out to your AG in your area. And what we need from President-elects is for you guys to provide leads to the AGs. So even if you are comfortable having that conversation, like provide leads and they can talk to them. If you have somebody in your club who's like this master fundraiser, help us out, because I mean, we're expecting big things. Ron has great ideas for big stuff in Cherokee. And so we need all the support we can get financially too. Did I miss anything? All right, did I miss anything? All right, let's go to Cherokee next year.
Questions? Anybody got a question about the district conference, Cherokee, real quick? I will tell you we will be releasing the information after band's conference. One of the things you're going to be incredibly surprised about is the room rates. Anybody been to Cherokee before? I promise you the rate for the room is not even close to what you're normally paying. Okay? It's unbelievable. So